Morning class. Today we're going to be discussing a little bit about exercise and a little bit about nutrition. So when we're discussing exercise, does anyone know the main concepts or how we're supposed to guide ourselves from it? No, it's not every other day. You don't know? Okay. Well, we're going to be using the FITT principle, which is spelled F-I-T-T, which stands for F stands for frequency, which is basically how many times you're supposed to work out a week. I stands for intensity, which stands for either moderate or vigorous, depending on the type of workout you're doing. Time stands for the duration of your workout. And type ultimately means what type of workout are you doing. Are you doing weights? Are you doing cardio, which is bike riding, swimming, running, other exercises like that? So when we're discussing frequency to live a healthy life, as it states in the FITT principle, is to work out a minimum of 3 days to a maximum of 5 days. When we're doing 3 days a week, we want to keep our workouts at least half an hour to maintain 90 minutes of workout. When we're doing five days a week, we can lower our exercises, but we still want to continue with at least 20 minutes because that's when our body receives the added benefits. So for intensity, is either moderate or vigorous. Moderate is lighter workout, when vigorous carries a heavier toll on your body. But vigorous provides your body with more benefits. But for example, if you're a beginner, I would suggest you start off at moderate and you work your way up to vigorous, because it takes a toll on your body. To see if you're doing vigorous or moderate workout, for moderate, when you're doing running, for example, you would be running along with your friends, and you could carry a conversation staying like this. You could be, oh, how was your day? Oh, my day was good, and so on. But when you're doing vigorous workout, you're running at a quicker speed, and you're able to say slurs rather than complete sentences. So you can't really state a whole conversation. This is where your body's working out more. For time, if you're working out moderately, the minimum is 90 minutes a day. So you want to do at least 3 workouts of 30 minutes or more. And for vigorously, you can do 3 workouts of 25 minutes or more to get to meet the fitness requirements. And type is just the exercise you're performing. So whether you like running, you like swimming, you like bike riding, rollerblading, mountain climbing, there's countless of exercise you can do. You can do them in the gym, you can do them outdoor, however you like. You can this goes as well for weightlifting, and it's going to be separated into 2 days. So 1 day legs and 1 day arms. You're going to have to work out both of them, but this still follows the same principles. So can anyone tell me about the FITT principle? What does the F stand for?
Frequency.
Correct. And I? No, not type. I. Intensity, yes. Alright. And the 2 T's, what do they stand for? Type and time. Yes, good job. Okay, now we're going to be discussing a little bit about nutrition. Can anyone tell me what are we supposed to eat on a daily basis? The food pyramid. No, we don't follow the food pyramid anymore. I can't remember when we used it, but not anymore. Now we are following the MyPlate principle, which basically separates our group into four quarters, basically being protein, veggies, grains, fruits, and 6 to 8 ounces of dairy. The government has implemented this recently in the past 3 years that I've seen. And this is a great guideline compared to the food pyramid, because as in the food pyramid it stated, it had the triangle, with the bottom being a large part grains, then working its way up to fruits, to veggies, fruits, protein, dairy, and sweets. But when we're getting to those top areas, most of what we're consuming is fats and carbs, which we don't really want in our body. It stores more sugars in our body, which ultimately gets broken down into more fat. So when we're eating our diet, we want to follow this principle. And being a real Hispanic culture here, many of us consume a large amount of protein. About half the plate I know when I'm making barbecue at my house. Half the plate will be protein. A quarter of the plate will be beans, which is again more protein for our body. So in that area, we are consuming around 16 ounces at least of protein, which is more than we're supposed to consume in a day. And the last part will be rice, which is grains, which is good. We're getting our grain intake, but we can try to make it better rice, which could be brown rice, which provides us with more nutrients and it's able to digest quicker. So when you're having a carne asada, cut down your meat into about half, which would ultimately leave around this area of protein. And on the side, you can still have your beans, but as well have some vegetables. For example, kale is a real good choice, but if you don't like kale, you can work with spinach, you can work with tomato, celery, cauliflower, any vegetables you want. You can mix them in to make a salad if you want. Dairy, try to get non-fat or low-fat dairy. One of the best examples is Greek yogurt. It provides you with non-fat, no fat in what you're consuming, and as well has low sugar intake and not really a lot of chemicals. And fruits can be saved for your dessert. This can be of your blessing. Just try to mix it in. If you eat orange one day, then switch to another color. So try to eat some watermelon, which is red, then move to mango, then move to kiwi, which is green, and so on. Grapefruit. Just try to mix it up. Or you can have a fruit salad, which is good. I like eating that too. So for breakfast, one example I'll use is having a smoothie, which would intake your veggies and your fruits together, and you can have yourself some quinoa or oatmeal. If you don't know what it means, oatmeal with, you can have a little bit of protein in your, which is provided with quinoa, I'm sorry. So you're going to be adding both of these with one and these two with one. And for dairy, you can have a yogurt for your breakfast. For lunch, this is a little bit trickier. You can have a small salad with a sandwich which combines all three. You would have the grains from the bread, the protein from the turkey, and the lettuce, tomato from the salad inside, from the sandwich inside. And for dairy, you would have a slice of low-fat cheese or non-fat cheese. Fruits again can be your dessert. For dinner, this is the hardest one. You can have many options. I'm just giving you some examples. But we all want to express ourselves in different ways. Well, just on your taste buds, however taste buds are, you can consume like that. Okay, can anyone tell me how the plate is divided? No, not halves. No, not the food pyramid again. We use MyPlate. Alright. What's one of the quarters? Yes, veggies. What's the second quarter? Protein. And what's the third quarter? Grains. And the last one? Fruits. And how many ounces of dairy are you supposed to consume? 6 to 8 ounces, depending on your choice. So when we're covering this, how can you create a plan that works with FITT principle and MyPlate to work with your lives on a weekly basis or daily? Well, that's what you're gonna have to do today. Your assignment is to get in groups of 4. So I'm gonna give you all numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the 1s on this side, all the 2s on that side, all the 3s on that side, and all the 4s in this corner. Where each group is going to have to create a weekly nutrition and exercise task for an individual of their group, which is weighing 160 and is 5'11", who exercise is at a moderate pace. So what I want to see is, for example, Monday, he's gonna wake up. I want his whole schedule. So Monday, he's gonna wake up at 8. He's gonna wake up at 8, go to school, come back, get out at 4, come home, exercise, eat and exercise, and eat dinner. So I want you to provide a breakfast, lunch, exercise, and a dinner. And the exercise can be in the morning, after school, or at night. At your choice. But I want at least 5 different meals for each category for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and at least 4 different type of workouts. You can't use the same running for all of them. You can't use swimming. You have to give multiple exercises. Alright, break it up.